Hello, welcome to the stream. I hope everything's alright. Sorry, I couldn't hear the music there. Yeah, it was. Alright, big ups, everyone in the stream. How are we doing? We got Glimpse in the chat. We got This Is City. We got Riley CAFC. We got Herbal. Big ups to everyone who's tuning in here. Now, I just want to say apologies for missing this initially. Because this news broke like a bit over an hour ago, I believe. So I am certainly a bit late to the party. I could have been later. I believe I have been later. But the moment I saw it, set the stream, ready to rock and roll. But yeah, Ait-Nouri to Man City from Wolves. I didn't think he'd be our second. Here we go. I believe we all know who we thought that would be. But he very much is. Ait-Nouri to Man City. It is a here we go. We've got confirmation on it, and I'm going to share you the tweet. Well, I'm not going to send it to you, but I'm going to show you the tweet now on screen. So let's have a look at it. Ryan Ait-Nouri to Manchester City. Here we go. Agreement club to club done today for a total fee close to 40 million euros. Understand medical tests will take place on Saturday. Left back accepted the City project earlier this week as revealed, and the medical will take place this weekend. So medical on Saturday. So this guy's probably going to be announced on Monday or Sunday, okay, depending on how quickly it all goes by. Big ups, we've got 8 people on the stream. Make sure to hit the likes. Every like is absolutely huge. Really do appreciate everyone who's tuning in. But yeah, this is big news. It's a second signing and in a position we so need it. You know, when was the last time Man City signed an out-and-out left-back? When was the last time? You know, and we've absolutely done it. And as This Is City said, you know, this is an actual like this is a bit more than just a left back. This is one of the best left backs in the league. I'll show you This Is City's comments now. Put them on screen for the world to see. 40 million only. Wow. This guy has got something about him. This Viana. Yeah, Viana has cooked. You know, any doubts about Viana are most definitely done. You know, I think they are 100% done. He's absolutely cooking. These are such smart signings. Look at the players he's gone for. Shirky, once out the club, 1 year left on his deal. Had a rumoured release clause, but even then, we're still going to get him quite cheap. Ait-Nouri, 1 year left on his deal. Okay, probably would have been in somewhat negotiations to extend it with Wolves, if I'm being real, you know. But quickly got in there, and the moment we came knocking, there was no way Ait-Nouri was going to stay at Wolves, really. No way he was going to sign a new contract before we got him. No, Shirky will have to be done by Friday. We have until Monday to register place with Club World Cup. There you go. I ain't even home, says Glimpse. Shows how much of a real one you are, bro. Big ups for tuning in, bro. Really do appreciate it. Hope your day's been good. I've not long been home. I've been in work all day. Got off not long ago. Getting the best Serie A midfielder with 5 years left on his contract for £45 million is ridiculously good. Absolutely. Literally the best Serie A midfielder. He's got a contract till 2030, and we didn't even have to spend 50 million quid. Just to tell you how mad that is, we spent the same amount of money we spent on Calvin Phillips. Isn't that just wild? We spent the same amount on this guy on Rangers that we spent on Calvin Phillips. Just shows you how good of a deal we got for Rangers here. Crazy good fee. We just bagged best left back in the league for about 30 million quid. This signing will not just be good for us and the team, it will specifically make players like Marmoush, Haaland, Vardiol have 10 times better seasons. Now he's a very attacking player, you know. He's a very attacking player, 5 goals, 7 assists. You don't get that from sitting back, I'll tell you that much. He's done his fair bit when it comes to offensive work, teeing up, you know, getting forward. He seems to be quite top at it. His main position is left back. You know, a lot of people think he's a bit more of a wing back, a bit more of a left mid, but no, he is a left back. Rival meltdown is crazy. Have you seen it today? How can they spend? It's mostly United fans, which is very funny from hypocrites. It is quite funny from United, isn't it? I think United have broken the record transfer fee, by the way, about 7 times, which is truly tremendous. You know, Look, I don't knock teams for spending money. Spend, At the end of the day, football, whether you like it or not, is now getting orientated by money. Okay, so if you want your team to win, you actively want your team to spend the amount City are, the amount other teams will. You actively want your team for that, and I think it's just jealousy. I really do. I think it just does boil down to jealousy. A lot of people say, "Oh, how they spend with the charges and whatnot over them." It's like, bro, end of the day, the charges. We're not guilty, and just because we've had charges, it doesn't impact our incomings. It does not impact our incomings one bit. Now then, when it comes to actually Ait-Nouri's contribution in his team and how important he's been, he must have been pretty important if he's been in the starting 11 97% of the times. That means he started all 37 of these games. Okay, the 33, the only 3% was obviously the game he didn't start in, which would have been probably when he was not allowed to play because he got sent off. Played 91% of the minutes, participated in 20% of their league goals, by the way. And for a left back, that is kind of crazy. Grealish argued with people on Instagram today saying he's been really good and having a go at everyone that's saying he's bad. Grealish had a good spell in the treble season, but it's not like he's exactly set the world on fire. Okay, 100 million. You'd expect someone to set the world on fire. Now then, if Rangers is set to go on his medical, by the way, on Sunday. Now, if Grealish was more of like a £40 million signing, it's maybe not as bad of a blow, but it all boils down to the 100 million price tag. So it's going to get Shirky deal done. I'm really trying to stay calm, but I have a horrible feeling. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Herbal. At the moment, I'm just keeping it calm, keeping a lid on it, not worrying too much about it. Again, eventually we just got to go. We just got to go. Okay, we got to stop messing about. I'll start getting worried if it's not done some point tomorrow. He needs to put a lid on it. I've just read the Grealish Instagram stuff. Shirky will be done. Don't worry, Herbal. I'm confident. Yeah, I'm confident too. Don't get me wrong. I'll be a little bit worried if we don't see it's done by the weekend. Okay, because the moment it is done, the sooner it gets to I just want to say, the sooner it gets to the deadline day to submit players, the quicker we will act. Look at Nico Gonzalez deal, for example. That deal was looking like such a slow slog, okay, but then suddenly we just went bang, okay, stop playing around and just did it, okay. That will click, okay, because we'll realise that Leon ain't messing about. And why would Leon messing about? They're not going to get a lot for a Shirky, and so they're not going to mess about on their fee. 30 million 30 million is not much. We will cough up. We will cough up eventually, one way or another. Whether we do it in add-ons or whether we just do it in a fixed fee. We will do it. No one who's 100% reliable has said the bid has been rejected since Thatcher came out with that almost 1 day ago now. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about Thatcher. Don't get me wrong, Thatcher's not bad. He's definitely probably one of the better journalists, but he's no like Fabrizio. He's no David Ornstein. Okay, if you hear those two say it, then that's to be a bit worried. But genuinely, I wouldn't worry about it too hard. Okay, until Fabrizio says it, then you can start worrying a bit. But genuinely, just be calm for now. Okay, we've just gotten 2 signings done. Now that we've done these 2, by the way, it's all forces for Shirky now. It's all forces for Shirky. No one else is on the table now. Don't get me wrong, there's Livramento, but Livramento was always going to be a player we signed after the Club World Cup, in my opinion. It's too difficult of a deal. It's way too difficult. Okay, if we even sign him, Livramento is a very tough one to work on. We have the money, okay, and we're going to lob a lot at it. Okay, but Livramento is the one to worry about for me. Shirky's going to be absolutely fine. He's going to push for the move as well because he's agreed personal terms. He doesn't want to be at Lyon anymore. And not only does he not want to be at Lyon, he's also said that that he wants to join us, okay? So he knows his next club and he knows the club he wants to leave, okay? So Shirky's going to help us in that situation. He's got 1 year left on his deal. It's all going our way for Shirky. I'm sure of it. I'm saying all this now, and Fabrizio is going to come out and ruin my world. But look, Ait-Nouri. Sorry, I didn't even mean to click back onto Google there. Oh, did I just stop sharing? My bad. Ait-Nouri, though. Now then, we're going to have a quick look at his injury record, which I've got a feeling is going to not be awful. Again, this isn't bad. This isn't awful. Okay, you might think it's a decently long list, but his last injury was in treble season, by the way, so 2 seasons ago, and it was 1 game missed. The season before that, he had 2 injuries and missed 7 matches. Season before, 3 injuries, 10 matches. Season before, 3 injuries, 17 matches. Man, this guy's gotten better, it seems, as he's gotten older. So, yeah, I'm not worried about his injury record. Last 2 years, he's been sparkly, and even the year before that, he wasn't even bad. So, Ait-Nouri's injury record, pretty solid, if you ask me. Now then, let's have a look at whoscored.com. We love that website. We have a look at some of his strengths and weaknesses. Oh, look at it. Ait-Nouri just didn't come up. What if we just do Nouri? Yeah, there you go. Wolves. Now then, by the way, he's going to be 24 this year. Again, solid age, not too old, but also not like a kid, you know. Now then, let's have a look at some of his stuff. He's played a various amount of positions. Defensive midfielder left seems to be where he's played a bunch of his minutes, but it seems like his primary position is left back. But again, look at this versatility. Play anywhere along the left-hand side. That's good. That is very good for us. Anywhere along the left-hand side. And it seems like if we absolutely need him to, he can even fill in at defence. Okay, Pep loves versatility. So that's only a good thing in my book. Yeah, the English players will come after the Club World Cup. That's certain, CBH. If we get these 3 deals done in 3 days, that's insane. Yeah, I agree. You know, 3 deals in 3 days, bosh, we're absolutely laughing. 3 deals in 10 days. Yeah, 10 days. But 3 days is in, here we go. Thatcher saying Wirtz to City looks very likely. Wirtz wants to City, and then he said Wirtz to Bayern is done too. Yeah, I mean, and the Liverpool swooped in. You know, he's not perfect, Thatcher. He can get it wrong, and I mean Fabrizio can too, but more often than not, he's right. So look, again, can operate anywhere down the left-hand side, which is just big. Now then, in terms of his play style, actually we'll have a look at his strengths and weaknesses. Dribbling, we knew that much. Defensive, tackling, and concentration. You know, a lot of people were saying online that he's not like the most defensive fullback, but defensive contribution, he seems to partake in just as much as probably other players in his team. He seems to partake in goal contributions an absolute bunch by the looks of it, in my opinion. Now, I don't watch Wolves every week, so he is probably a bit more attacking than not attacking, to be fair. But he gets fouled often, likes to dribble, gets fouled often. You know, that's good. That's a good thing in my book. Sure, it can mean he gets injured a bit more likely, but, you know, it can be crucial getting fouled a lot in late stages of games. Likes to shoot from distance, likes to play short passes. getting short passes, just knocking it about, literally like we do. Hello, Twin, says DC3K. Big ups, bro. And make sure to like on the stream, everyone. We got 9 people in the chat right now, so big ups to everyone who's contributing there. Yeah, but that covers his strengths and weaknesses, thanks to this site. Now then, let's hop on over to FootMob real quick. We're gonna have a look at some of Ait-Nouri's best matches. So Ait-Nouri, here we go. He's averaged a 7.14 in the league this season. That's certainly not bad. Now, one of his best matches as of late against Tottenham, this one was. Scored a goal in just 2 minutes, and it looks like he got an assist at some point too. Now we go to the lineup. He got man of the match. No one else in his team even getting close by the looks of it. Cunha, I guess, who came off the bench, but everyone who started didn't even get above an 8, and our boy here got an 8.8. So certainly not bad. Would you rather have a narrative? Well, I'm not sure, DC3K. Give me some time to think on it. Big ups to everyone tuning in. We got 12 people in here now. Make sure to hit the likes. When we get to double-digit likes, that'd be insane. Big ups. Now let's go over to stats for this game. Look at this stat-specific stuff. Ait-Nouri. Throughout the game, he had 1 goal, 1 assist. Only played 70 minutes too, by the way. You know, did this in less than the 90. Created 3 chances for his side. Had an XG of 0.05. In terms of his shots, 1 on target, and he only took 1, so was clinical when he had the chance. 42 touches in opposition box, 2. 1 successful dribble out of his 2. 1 pass into the final third. 2 crosses that were successful. None of his long balls successful, but that's all right. Clearances 1. Headed clearance 1. No interceptions. 3 defensive actions. 3 recoveries. Duels 1. 5. Only lost 1. And leaving him with an 83% of win ratio when it came to that. And got fouled twice and committed no fouls. So again, all just ticks in my book there. Big ups everyone who's tuning in. Big ups. And make sure to leave your thoughts in the chat on Ait-Nouri. Do you guys think we got a good deal? I know this is City does and a few others in the chat. But again, just an absolute A-star game from Ait-Nouri here. Oh, whoops. Didn't really want to click that. Let's have another look. See if we can find any other high-performing games. Another 8.8 against Tottenham. He likes to turn up here, doesn't he? No goals this time around, so let's see what the score was, what the sitch. Again, started this game, and look, versatility. Started in the midfield today and picked up 2 assists. And again, outperformed everyone on his team who started, including Matheus Cunha, who's just gotten that big move to Man United. So 90 minutes played the full game this time. Assists 2, total shots 1, 3 chances created 3. 3 chances created. 48 accurate passes. 0.22 expected assists, and he ended up with 2. So again, he can provide the assist when needed to. Now then, blocked shots 1, 87 touches, massive by the way. That's a lot of touches in a game. 5 touches in opposition box, 1 successful dribble out of 1. 2 passes into final third, 3 crosses accurate out of 5. 2 and no accurate long balls. So long balls don't really seem to be a strength of his, but that's okay. Every player's got weaknesses. 2 tackles, 1, no clearances, no interceptions, but 3 defensive actions and 7 recoveries. Now then, when it comes to duels, 5-1, 2 loss, 71% win ratio there, not bad. And he only got fouled. He got fouled once and again committed no fouls. So again, not bad. Hull have got a friendly versus Sunderland and Stockport for some absolute crackers. Enjoy, Glimpse. You guys made any signings this summer, Glimpse? I haven't really seen you guys make any business, but maybe Fabrizio just doesn't really cover you guys. For right or wrong. Now then, gonna try and find out if I can find any more details on the Ait-Nouri move. So if you'll just give me a second. No, David Ornstein didn't touch on it. Sometimes Fabrizio puts in a couple extra details on Instagram, so we'll check out Fabrizio's Insta real quick. Here we go. Agree deal. Yeah, alright. All the same stuff there. Here comes that. Now then, let's hop on over to our trusty app, Lineup Builder. No, we have made no signings because our manager isn't in England yet. He hasn't got his visa sorted out. Probably announced Sunday. Look at that. Hope he's doing something in the background. Big ups to everyone who's tuned in so far, by the way. We're almost on 10 likes. One more like and we'll be on 10. Make sure to like if you haven't already. Again, leave your thoughts down below on the chat, on the signing even. Just whilst I do this starting 11 with Ait-Nouri. Well, just whilst I set it up, we'll do it together, of course. And I'll show you, I'll also make sure to show you guys all the potential ways we can actually play with this guy because of versatility. You know, versatility very important in any Man City team and player. Alright. So, formation, bam. Oh, blinking X, that's wrong. There we go. There we go, voila! Don't you love it? Fabrizio doesn't usually cover Hull, but he did Fabio Carvalho to Hull. Yeah, I know he did Finley Burns to Hull as well. So maybe he just covers when Hull sign someone from a big club. He probably covered say Liam Delap to Hull as well, to be fair. Chelsea now officially announced he will be wearing the number 9 shirt as well. Let me know what you think of that. And Cole Palmer's going to be wearing the number 10. Big ups to everyone. We got 10 likes on the stream. That's huge. Really do appreciate that. But let's quickly put together a lineup. It's going to be quite straightforward. Sometimes the pivot can be difficult, but we're not really worrying about that. Have I got that blue right? I don't know. I think that blue looks a little too... That blue ain't hitting right. That's better. Yeah, the blue was bright, but it wasn't right. That feels a bit better. That feels a bit more like us. Now, for now, we'll keep Nunes at right back. We'll put Rodri in here. Blinking neck. Rodri. Reinders, because why not? He's an official City player. Do that. Again, we'll do Marmouche for now. Savinho, Foden. I see that I've accidentally put Marmouche at the striker. So we will do this. Haaland and Marmouche. Finley Burns played 5 games, max for us, lol. Did he really? Wow, that's a shame. Definitely not cut out for us then, is it? Does Ait-Nouri play for Wolves? And then that downgraded from Hull to Chelsea. What a shame. Does Ait-Nouri play for Wolves? Yes, he does. What a baller. Certified baller says Alpha Barker. Welcome to the stream, bro. Big up to everyone who's in the stream as well. Now, let's slot Ait-Nouri into the team. What shirt would you reckon he's going to wear, by the way? because he's wearing number 3 at Wolves, but we know he's not going to wear number 3 here because that's Ruben Diaz. So Ait-Nouri, our newest Algerian. Last Algerian was Riyad Mahrez. Be nice if he got the number 26, but that is, of course, Savinho, so I don't think he's going anywhere. Yo, Lewis MCFC, how you doing, bro? Ait-Nouri, here we go. Ait-Nouri, here we go. Huge news, as I'm sure you're aware because you joined the stream. But big up to everyone who's tuning in. What a signing. I know, 40 million euros as well. A very good deal. And 40 million euros, by the way, I believe is about, roughly anyway, I'm just going to try and find out now. Bungadek. It's roughly about 33 million quid, by the way. It's roughly about 30 million. 33 million pounds. So 33 million pounds for this guy is crazy. 33 million pounds. Absolutely wild. Hull can't make many signings this season because if we do, we'll get a point deduction. But we can make a few. You better hope you absolutely smash them, then Glimpse. Big ups. I wish you that, bro. Hopefully you'll be a bit higher in the table. But again, here's my lineup. This is what a team would look like. But the great thing is, if ever there's some sort of crazy injury crisis, and I mean it would have to be crazy. Okay, Ait-Nouri can slot up there. Okay, just imagine Savinho as a defender. Ait-Nouri can slot at left wing. He can slot in here if we need him to. He can slot in here if we need him to. It's options. He covers about 4 positions if we need him to. He can cover multiple areas of the field. Again, he basically operates down that entire left-hand side. Okay, he's going to be able to link up down the entire side, pass from Vardy over to here, pass into Rodri, pass here, passes through into Haaland, passes through into Marmoush, who's tees into Savinho, or maybe he does a 1-2 Savinho and then overlaps down the wing. All the combinations are there to be done. And look, that's not exclusive to Ait-Nouri. You can very well see Mateus Nunes do the same and do those moves. But what I'm saying is that Ait-Nouri, the great thing is about Ait-Nouri is his versatility, because the thing is with Mateus Nunes, Pep don't trust him in midfield. Mateus Nunes, I doubt, will ever play in the midfield for us again. Okay? And he's had a couple games on the left, but I don't think Pep's ever going to play him there again either. So I think this is going to be his home, Nunes. Nunes can only play one position for us now, which is the right back. Well, if you make 29 signings in a day, would you do 29 streams? I would probably miss some of them, to be honest with you. I think I would miss some of those signings. Like 29 in a day. Okay, unless Fabrizio does like a huge, here we go, he's got like 20 players in the back, like 30 players or whatever. Then maybe. But my oh my. 29 streams in a day, man. I think the most I've ever done is like 3. This is just a year and a half old streaming now. Well, big ups everyone who's tuning in here. I am going to be wrapping up this stream shortly. We're going to have one more look through the lots. Big ups to everyone who has tuned in, and make sure once the stream ends to go and tune into Alpha Varka and This is City, because they definitely deserve the views as well. But yeah, big ups to everyone who's tuning in here. And yeah, I think I will wrap the stream up in a second. We'll quickly go through City Extra, see if they've revealed anything. The real question was, he used the massive flag for all their signing player announcements. I hope not. Hopefully not. Just give it a rest maybe. It was nice for Haaland, but I just think they're milking it a bit now. Rangers is due to undergo his medical on Sunday, so nice news there. And this must have been the initial news. 1:51 this news got done. Ait-Nouri, he will be a Man City player, looking good in blue. It's kind of a weird signing for me, to be honest with you, Blues. I'm going to be really honest with you. It's a very weird signing for me. Not because it's bad or anything like that, but because I've signed this guy like on 2 different FIFAs, maybe 3. But I've signed this guy in like 2 or 3 different FIFAs, like each time for City, because like he was just good for potential and whatnot. I know FIFA's a weird thing to get involved in it, but I've signed this guy in so many like FIFA career mode saves, and to see him in the kit now, it's almost weird. I never really did it with Shirky or Raiders. But look, I am going to wrap it up now. Big ups. We've had over 12 people in the stream today. Double-digit people is always a pleasure to have, and an active chat just makes it even better. So I appreciate everyone that's tuned in today. I really do. Ait-Nouri is Manchester City's second signing of the summer after Rangers, and hopefully next is Shirky. With the trend we seem to be doing, 1 a day, I'll be back live tomorrow with another Here We Go stream. I might go live again tonight, by the way. Don't write it off. You're very welcome to see me again tonight, please. But it's not as likely as it is yesterday, because yesterday I did a stream in the morning, but I'm definitely hoping to. I will be back tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe another Here We Go stream, but I might be back later, Blues. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate the support as per usual. It's always been great. It's always immense, and I will see you all at who knows, the next Here We Go. Big ups. And if you did like the stream, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe. We're on the push for 1.5k. Every single sub is much appreciated, and if you don't want to miss the next Here We Go stream, make sure to turn on the notification bell. You'll be here when the stream starts. Thank you all, Blues. I'll see you in the next one.